What is going on, everybody? So I did want to make a quick video kind of recapping the Jaguars versus Texans game. And I will go ahead and apologize. The videos are going to be kind of bad this week, just with the quality, just because it's just a busy week for work for me, and I'm not even sure if I'll be able to live stream the game on Thursday. But I still want to come out with videos, so I'll just do them on my phone for this week. But the I just want to recap the Jags Texans game, man. The Jaguars lose 13-12, and obviously the big thing was to go for it for two with 30 seconds left in the ball game. I know I'm kind of sitting along with a bunch of other people where it was an extremely questionable play call. Like I didn't mind going for a couple reasons. First of all, you're in an away game, you're in opposing territory, so it's a pretty tough environment. And you've also got, an offense, you got a quarterback that has a hot hand that you just kind of drove down the field with. And you also play Thursday night. I mean, you're about 96 hours away from playing an additional game. So you're on a short week, so that would suck to have to play 5 quarters on Sunday, then have to play just 4 days later. So, yeah, I didn't have a problem with the play call or with the call to go for it. I just obviously didn't like the play call, man. Like we hadn't been running the ball well all game. The offensive line was not getting any push, and you took the ball away from Gardner Minshew, and it really could have been Gardner Minshew's moment, because I mean the whole entire city of Jacksonville was ready to rally behind him. They were ready to just jump on the Minshew train, and he's an exciting dude, man. He's been terrific for us so far, with his number being called upon. But we got it taken away from us, and Fournette was just probably about 6 inches shy of a touchdown, and it sucks, man. It was a bad way to do it, and then you drop to 0-2. You drop to 0-1 in the division, and it just makes this Thursday night game so much more important. And with this game, the defense was really good. The defense held them to 13 points, even though 7 of those points are pretty much spotted from a Gardner Minshew strip sack, where they kind of recovered the ball in no man's land. They let some opportunities go, especially Campbell almost recovered a ball in in like about the 20-yard line, but just didn't really bounce the ball his way. Then Jalen Ramsey dropped an easy pick six, which also sucks. But sometimes, some years, honestly, the ball goes your way and sometimes it doesn't. And I hope this isn't a trend for the Jaguars. I hope we are not, losing games by less than 3 because the ball just isn't bouncing our way. But it was a rough game, man, especially for the run game. God, the run game was not getting anything going. And Fournette he's just a little disappointing to me. I mean, I know last year I got kind of criticized a lot for being down on Leonard Fournette. And I'm still pretty down on him. I just don't think that he has great vision, and it just seems like he stutter steps a lot. It's just he's not hitting the holes right, and he's always going down at first contact. He's really breaking tackles, and I mean, granted, I know the offensive line wasn't playing all that well, but I mean, he's had his opportunities. And another thing is, I feel like we need to maybe like let Raekwon Armstead play in a little bit. I mean, Leonard Fournette played in every single offensive snap besides 2 snaps. I mean, you have teams running 3 running back committees, and you're basically the Jaguars just running Fournette the whole game, and I kind of wish that would change. And really, with this game was the game where I really just lost faith in Doug Marrone, where I jumped off the Doug Marrone train. And it has nothing to do with the Jalen Ramsey stuff, because I think a big thing that lost this game for us is that we didn't let Gardner Minshew throw the ball around and throw the ball downfield until like in the fourth quarter when we really needed to. And that's when we started putting up points. And it all goes back to 2017 and 2018. I mean, Nathaniel Hackett never really let Bortles throw downfield. We fired Nathaniel Hackett. We benched Blake Bortles. And then you had Scott Milanovich as the offensive coordinator and Cody Kessler as a quarterback. You still don't throw the ball downfield. This year we have John DeFilippo and Gardner Minshew. And the ball's still not being thrown downfield. So there's one common denominator. and that is Doug Marrone. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to fire him right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say fire him and then let somebody else take over, just because I don't think it's a good time to do it yet. I think he's still got to play out some games. I mean, the season is still alive, even though everything's just kind of crappy right now. The season is still very much alive, and the I just I think he's a mediocre coach, and I'll always appreciate what he did for us in 2017, but just this crappy offense, this run, this just hard-headedness on running the ball all the time. Because look, if the running game is working, I'm down to run it all the time, man. I'd run it. I'd get 160 yards a game, but this is a game where we keep running it, and Gardner Minshew winds up having more rushing yards than Leonard Fournette. Which has actually happened in the past, where our quarterbacks get more rushing yards than Leonard Fournette. But, it just sucks. And I'll touch on the Jalen Ramsey thing again, man. Like, people always ask me, man, why don't you have a Jalen Ramsey jersey? I've got 2 D.D. Westbrook jerseys. I've got a Leonard Fournette jersey. I've got a Blake Bortles jersey. I've got a Yannick Ngakoue jersey. But I don't have a Jalen Ramsey jersey. Reason why I never have a Jalen Ramsey jersey is the guys never embraced the city of Jacksonville. Never has. And I always felt like, really this offseason, when I was getting a real inkling that he wanted to be out of Jacksonville. I didn't think it would come to this, but I knew just with players with personalities like Jalen Ramsey, they never stick around on one team, I mean, that's the reason why Odell Beckham Jr. gets traded in his 5th or 6th year in the NFL. He's on the Browns now. Giants just couldn't handle him anymore. It's the reason why Antonio Brown's on the freaking Steelers or the Raiders. He got his way out of there. And just these guys with these big personalities, they just never last on one team. And Jalen Ramsey's probably going to be a guy at the end of his NFL career, he's going to be on 4 different NFL teams. It's just unfortunate, man, because he's such a great player, but, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, we need to fire the whole entire coaching staff. Jalen Ramsey, I want you to be happy. Jalen, look, you have all the right. Look, go yell at the coaches. Go yell at the head coach at the sidelines and push him away when he wants to come at you. No, Jalen, do you want us to fire everybody? Yo, we'll fire everybody. Just keep you around here. Here's a bag of money. Look, I'm not catering to this guy's needs, man. I'm not going to cup his balls while he drinks Gatorade. I'm not gonna like act like this guy is some. I don't know. I just don't. I know everyone around there's want the Jaguars to do everything they can to keep Ramsey. Look, if Jalen Ramsey wants off the team, he's not going to be on the team anymore. And if he's not going to re-sign with the team, why not? Like, I'm for. I mean, if we need to trade him because he's not going to be signing another contract, I'm down to trade him. I mean, maybe not during the season. I mean, we can still trade him at the end of the season because he's still got the 5th-year option. And, I mean, hell, Jadeveon Clowney got traded for 2 first-round picks when he's on a franchise tag. So, we could get a lot out of him. And, I mean, I would love to keep him. I would love to sign him a new contract, but he's not going to want to do it. And there's no telling what we're going to do with the coaching staff, with the front office. I mean, it's a very, very messy situation. But Jalen Ramsey had no right to react the way he did to Doug Marrone. And Doug Marrone stuck up for Jalen Ramsey. I mean, I'm not even Team Doug Marrone. I'm really not. But I take Doug Marrone's side on this, man. And Doug Marrone's defending him. He hasn't called out Jalen Ramsey at all. He's a guy who defended Jalen Ramsey when he misses OTAs and stuff. And, it's not Jalen Ramsey's job to freaking call challenges. It's Jalen Ramsey's job to catch those pick sixes and return it for a touchdown. It's Jalen Ramsey's job to actually give effort on that drive instead of pout the whole time. The guy's personality drives me nuts. It really does. And I've always been a guy that's loved Jalen Ramsey on the field, but I could never stand for his antics on the field. And you guys all know that. I've stated that before on the channel. And look, if you're going to also not be a Jaguars fan because of this, goodbye. Go ahead, you can leave, I don't care. I'm Duval till I die. I'll be a Jags fan for my whole entire life. There's nothing that's going to change that. Nothing. If a simple player dispute is going to get you out the bandwagon, look, so on to you. Good luck picking your new team. Because I know the day that the Jaguars win the Super Bowl, I will I will be at maximum happiness. I'll tell you that right now. You can go be on another team. Go root for the Patriots and enjoy your half-ass Super Bowls when you weren't a fan the whole entire time. I'll be a Jaguars fan for the rest of my life. And those that are with me, drop a DTWD in the comment section. Go Jaguars, and I'm out.